Picture this, November 4, 2023, the Kerch shipyard in Crimea is bustling. Among the vessels is the Crippled, a brand-new, state-of-the-art Russian Crippled-class corvette. It's a beast of a ship, armed with caliber cruise missiles, worth an estimated $100 million, and it hasn't even officially joined the Black Sea Fleet yet. It's a symbol of Russian naval power, but on this day, its fate, and the very nature of naval warfare, is about to change forever. What happened next was a masterclass in modern asymmetric warfare. Ukraine, a nation without a significant conventional navy, unleashed a storm. Not with battleships or destroyers, but with a swarm of aerial and naval drones. A Ukrainian SCALP cruise missile, a long-range, stealthy weapon, found its mark. The resulting explosion was massive, ripping through the Crippled, leaving it crippled and burning. For the first time in this conflict, a ship armed with caliber missiles was hit while still in port. The message was clear: no target is safe. This single strike was more than just a tactical victory, it was a strategic earthquake. It demonstrated a paradigm shift in how wars are fought at sea. You don't need a billion-dollar fleet to challenge a naval superpower anymore. What you need is ingenuity, technology, and the element of surprise. And Ukraine has proven it has all three in spades, but the story doesn't end there. Just a month later, on December 26th, lightning struck twice. The Novocherkassk, a large Russian landing ship, was docked in the port of Feodosia, Crimea. It was reportedly carrying a deadly cargo of reshaped drones, the very same type used in attacks against Ukrainian cities. The Ukrainian Air Force, using intelligence and precision, launched another devastating strike, likely with Storm Shadow or Scalp missiles. The explosion was catastrophic. The Novocherkassk was not just damaged, it was utterly obliterated. Satellite images confirmed the ship was completely destroyed, its wreckage scattered across the port. This wasn't just a blow to the Russian Navy, it was a psychological hammer blow. A major naval asset, in a supposedly secure port, was wiped off the map. These attacks are part of a broader, brilliant Ukrainian strategy. Since the start of the full-scale invasion, Ukraine has systematically dismantled Russia's naval dominance in the Black Sea. Remember the Moskva. The flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, sunk by Ukrainian Neptune missiles in April 2022. It was a stunning achievement that many thought was a fluke. But it wasn't. It was the opening salvo in a new kind of war. Following the Moskva, Ukraine has used a combination of missiles and its innovative sea drone small, fast, explosive-laden uncrewed surface vessels to hunt down Russian naval assets. They've targeted patrol boats, landing craft, and even a submarine. Yes, a submarine. In September 2023, the Rostov-on-Don, a Kilo-class submarine worth an estimated $500 million, was hit while in dry dock in Sevastopol. A submarine, designed for stealth and survivability, was taken out not in the depths of the ocean, but while undergoing repairs. The strike, a combination of cruise missiles and naval drones, caused such catastrophic damage that British intelligence assessed it was likely beyond economic repair. A $500 million piece of advanced military hardware, effectively rendered useless. Let's pause and think about the significance of this. Ukraine, a country with virtually no traditional navy, has managed to damage or destroy roughly a third of Russia's Black Sea Fleet. They have forced the remaining Russian ships to retreat from their long-held bastion in Sevastopol, pushing them further east to ports like Novorossiysk. This has effectively broken the Russian blockade of Ukrainian ports, allowing vital grain shipments to resume, feeding millions around the world. It's a strategic victory with global implications, achieved not with symmetrical force, but with asymmetrical brilliance. So, how are they doing it? The secret lies in a concept military strategists call the kill chain. A kill chain is the entire process of an attack, from finding a target to destroying it. It involves intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, command and control, and finally, the delivery of the weapon. Ukraine has mastered this chain. It starts with intelligence. Ukraine uses everything at its disposal: satellite imagery from Western partners, its own reconnaissance drones flying over the Black Sea, and even human intelligence on the ground in occupied Crimea. They build a detailed picture of the enemy's movements, identifying high-value targets and moments of vulnerability. Then comes the weapon of choice. For high-value, static targets like ships in port, long-range cruise missiles like the Storm Shadow, and SCALP are perfect. These are fire-and-forget weapons that can be programmed with a target's location and fly low to evade radar, delivering a powerful warhead with pinpoint accuracy. But for targets at sea, Ukraine has unleashed its most game-changing innovation, the sea drone. These are often called maritime drones or uncrewed surface vessels. Think of them as jet skis packed with explosives and guided by a remote operator, sometimes hundreds of miles away. They are small, fast, and incredibly difficult to detect by traditional ship radar. The most famous of these is the Magura V5. It's a sleek, multi-purpose drone that can perform surveillance, lay mines, or act as a kamikaze weapon. It has a range of hundreds of miles and can carry a significant explosive payload. The operator sees a live video feed from the drone's camera, allowing them to steer it directly into the side of a billion-dollar warship. The brilliance of this approach is its cost-effectiveness. A single sea drone might cost a few $100,000. A Russian warship can cost hundreds of millions or even billions. You can see the math. Ukraine can afford to send swarms of these drones, overwhelming a ship's defenses. Even if most are destroyed, it only takes one or two to get through to cause devastating damage. We saw this in action with the attack on the Russian patrol ship Sergei Kotov in March 2024. Ukrainian intelligence released dramatic footage showing multiple Magura V5 drones swarming the ship at night. The video, shot from the drones themselves, shows them weaving around the ship's defensive fire before slamming into its hull, causing massive explosions. The ship, worth around $65 million, was sunk. This strategy has created a no-go zone for the Russian Navy in the western part of the Black Sea. Russian commanders are now terrified of these small, fast-moving threats. They are forced to keep their most valuable ships far from the Ukrainian coast, limiting their ability to launch missile strikes and project power. This isn't just a story about technology. It's a story about human ingenuity and the will to resist. The development of these sea drones was born out of necessity. Facing a naval Goliath, Ukraine became David, but instead of a slingshot, they forged a new generation of smart weapons. This has been a crowdsourced war effort, with platforms like United2 raising funds from ordinary people around the world to build more of these people-less drones. The implications of this extend far beyond the Black Sea. Military planners and naval architects worldwide are watching with a mix of awe and trepidation. The era of the large, expensive, and vulnerable surface ship may be coming to an end. The future of naval warfare is likely to be dominated by swarms of intelligent, autonomous, and inexpensive systems. A drone that costs less than a luxury car can now credibly threaten a vessel that costs more than the entire GDP of a small country. That changes everything. Navies will have to rethink ship design, defensive systems, and overall strategy. How do you defend against 100 tiny, fast-moving threats coming at you from all directions at once? The traditional answer's large cannons, anti-ship missiles, are not effective against this new kind of threat. The story of Ukraine's naval campaign is a testament to the power of innovation in the face of overwhelming odds. It's a real-life David versus Goliath story, where David has a doctorate in robotics and a global network of supporters. They have turned the Black Sea, once a Russian lake, into a perilous hunting ground. By crippling the Rostov-on-Don submarine, destroying the Novocherkassk landing ship, sinking the Sergei Kotov, and forcing the Black Sea Fleet into a defensive crouch, Ukraine has not only defended its coastline, but has also reshaped the future of naval combat. They have proven that a smaller, more agile, and technologically savvy force can challenge a conventional superpower and win. This is more than just a series of successful military operations. It's a strategic triumph that has had a tangible impact on the war. It has secured a vital economic lifeline for Ukraine and demonstrated to the world that with courage, creativity, and the right tools, the seemingly impossible can be achieved. The ripples from these explosions in the Black Sea will be felt in navies and defense ministries around the globe for decades to come. The game has truly changed. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into modern warfare, and share this video to help others understand the incredible story unfolding in the Black Sea. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.